Happy Nonprofit Advent! Over the past year, this summer, I did Christmas in July, and we mixed it up because I'm also doing Causes 365 this year. And I really enjoyed it. Instead of doing organizations, nonprofit, charitable organizations, I chose specific causes that I was interested in, and I really loved it. I thought I was using my brain. I was actually engaging in the process a little bit more. I was thinking for myself, and then from there I could kind of find organizations that were in line with that. But I think it was nice because I was able to pull in like what I was researching and the projects that I was doing, and I could say this is actually what I want to support right now. This is where I'm at, and this is what I want to do. So it was kind of great, very, very cool. I loved it, loved it, loved it. So I'm going to do it again. So number one was anti-human trafficking. Humans are not meant to be bought and sold. They're not meant to be abused in that fashion. So anti-human trafficking. Number two, drip irrigation, saving the water from evaporation, making sure that it counts. Three, renewable resources, solar panels, wind turbines. Just making sure that we are able to use what we have available to us and that is sustainable. So 4, electric cars by 2035. 5, food for the hungry. 6, having living spaces for everyone, safe havens, places that they can call home and feel safe and secure. 7, preventing runoff and water pollution. 8, trees, carbon capture and cooling. 9, literacy for all. 10, right to an equal education. 11, hands-on experiential learning. 12, upcycling for homemaking, independence, finding yourself. 13, ending discrimination, which frankly probably should have been the first and foremost, just because if you end discrimination, you won't have concerns like human trafficking and other terrible things. So 14, rights for animals, ethical housing, etc. 15, restoring the ocean ecosystems and conserving what we've got. I read a book on the coral reef, and obviously the world is primarily water, so we need to look at that if we're going to look to mitigate global warming and save the planet. So we need to look at our water systems especially. So very, very important, and so we got to make sure we preserve it, keep it safe, and keep everything sustainable. 16, rebuilding the glaciers. I don't know. I saw a couple research projects involving piling snow, and that idea just, I just loved it. Rebuild them, and I want to see more glaciers. And my sister actually studied glaciers in college, and I don't know if she would. She would appreciate my glee over this idea, but I think that would be very cool, and I'm curious about it. Healthy eating programs. I've been doing a lot of fun eating projects this past year. Healthy eating, healthy living, counting calories, following my plate, things like that. So I think that's great. Greenifying urban spaces. I believe in that 100%. I think that a lot of cities are considered hotspots, and it's not too difficult to implement an urban greenification project and get more trees, get more green in there. Essentially, it would be like treating ourselves to this paradisical cityscape, and I think that would be phenomenal and be great. So greenifying our urban spaces to mitigate some of the heat from all of the concrete and the metal and things like that. 19, manners and politeness, respect, and that goes, anti-discrimination, number 1. Number 20, multicultural learning. I've been enjoying that as well. I just went to the Asian grocery store, and I have just been falling in love with so many different foods. It's been great, and I've been doing some language studies this past year, and I've just enjoyed that immensely too, learning the Italian and Norwegian, and as well as the Spanish. I participated in the Day of the Dead, and it's been such a great experience to try everything, and I want everyone to do the same. So I'm 100% pro that. 21, traveling programs for the less fortunate. I worked with adults who have special needs for a few years, about 5, just a year or so ago, and I got to know a lot of them, and I felt like they didn't have the same opportunities as a lot of the regular population. A lot of them would need staff or special arrangements and accommodations to get around to be able to see the world. And I felt like that was just very unfair, and I think that they would love it and enjoy immensely the opportunity to be out and about. There was an organization online that helped to assist individuals who are interested in traveling who have special needs, and that looked like a very cool program, and I'd like to boost that up. I think travel, the ability to travel, gives you hope and allows you a little bit of freedom to play and dabble in different lifestyles and multiculturalism and kind of live outside of your normal box. And I don't think that anyone should be denied that. I think that it's an amazing experience and so fun, and I think everyone deserves that opportunity to get outside of their usual routine and to see and feel and explore the world to the best of their ability. So there was a program out there online, and I would suggest checking it out, and I would support it for everyone. So with that being said, that one was number 21. 22, community outreach, beautification, social, communal. Just, like I was walking through the park here where I'm at in Rockford, and some of the benches were kind of old and decrepit, and I wanted to help make them better. And so I messaged my town supervisor or what have you and said, hey, I've got a gallon of paint, can I paint the benches? And he said, well, let's wait until the next person takes over before we decide anything. But I thought that level of of that ability to kind of contribute and try and make the benches nicer, or like the park, maybe helping to plant flowers in the park. It sounds like so much fun to be able to engage and help and kind of build the world that we're a part of, that we're living in. And I think that that's very, very nice, and it's great for community building and just an awesome opportunity. So I'm pro that. Any kind of ideas that you see that you want done, I say just bring it up and see what you can do. Number 23, biodiversity. Just saving the endangered everything. I think that that's very important. Having all sorts of different animals and plants. Obviously, they build ecosystems and they're all dependent upon each other. And so maintaining that, I think, is very important for sustainability and keeping the world beautiful the way that it is. Number 24, a right to technological learning, STEM. I know I had the usual education growing up, and it was pretty diverse and dynamic, and I feel like I didn't necessarily internalize some of my scientific lessons because they were kind of irrelevant to my lifestyle. And now as I'm getting older, I'm kind of seeing it more and more reflected in society, and it makes sense to collect data and to find what's working and what's not, and be able to back that up, not just with feelings, but with qualitative, quantitative data, which is science. I think that that's very good and definitely worth doing. And so I feel like my education didn't emphasize that, and I think that it definitely could/should. So I would support that for all peoples. I think everyone has a right to it, and so and I think that with technology too, like getting that technology into the classroom, into a communal setting where everyone has access to it, is amazing, and I want to see it happen. Also, 25, nature immersion for all. I just spent time with the Corps, the Conservation Corps, spending time outdoors, learning about it, and I think that it is 100% worth it, and everyone should have the opportunity to do it. And that is my 25 things for Nonprofit Advent, this year's kind of modified version. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you.